Hello everybody, how are you doing? I'm on my own today, so I'm going to say hello to me, and I'm going to say hello to you and everybody. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello Michelle, hello you, hello everyone. It's nice to see you here. How are you doing? Are you feeling good today? I'm feeling very good today. And I thought it would be really good to do a song with numbers in. So I thought I'd do one of the ones that I get to cry in, because I thought it'd be quite fun. Are you ready? We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Are you ready to help me? Make sure you sing, won't you? Otherwise I'm singing on my own all the time. I'm just sat here in my house singing. So you've got to join in with me. Make sure you sing with your big voices. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right. Oh, it's very sore. Look at my poor little finger. Oh dear. Oh, it was a big fish. It was very big. It wasn't a little fish. It wasn't a tiny fish. It was a really big fish. Is it bigger than your fish? How big is your fish? You show me. Oh, that's enormous. Oh, it's about that big. That's very huge. It's a fun song, isn't it? And do you know what? When I was a little girl, my mummy used to sing songs with me, and she sung one and I used to love it. And she called it Pat a Cake, Pat a Cake. Do you ever sing Pat a Cake when you're at home? It's not one we do a lot at preschool, so I thought it'd be really good to sing one of my mum's favourite songs when I was a little tiny girl. So what you've got to do is you've got to do it with me. So you do pat a cake, and on the cake you've got to put your hands up towards me and you've got to tap my hands. Don't tap the telly, pretend you're tapping my hands. So I go pat a cake, pat a cake. So when I do that, pretend to tap my hands back. That my hands get big and small and big and small. That's quite fun. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it and prick it and mark it with B and put it in the oven for baby and me. Isn't that fun? I used to love doing that with my mum. Should we do it again? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it and prick it and mark it with B and put it in the oven for baby and me. Oh, thank you for doing that with me. I've not done that since I was really tiny. It's a long, long time ago, way back in history. Got a really good story today. Really, really good story. I've never read it before until I was going through all the books that I brought in from preschool, and I thought that looks like an interesting word. And some of your grown-ups will recognise this word because they've probably done this quite a lot recently. It says zoom, zoom. And can you remember we were talking about exclamation marks? Exclamation marks means something's big and fast or loud, but you go zoom. Now, some of you might have been having a chat with people on something called Zoom, but this isn't that kind of Zoom. This is just zooming around really fast and slippery. Are you ready? We've got 2 little brothers and sisters and a little tiny dog. I have no dogs with me today. They're all asleep. Are you ready for the start? Zoom. How will it begin? What will the first words be? Oh, look at that. Looks like they're having lots of fun. I wonder what the names are. Let's read the words and find out. Hurricane Kieran, and Rush Around Rhea. Hurricane Kieran and Rush Around Rhea. They're good names, aren't they? Were brother and sister. Trouble was, they were always in a hurry. They just could not keep still. They never walked anywhere. They always ran. A hurricane is a really big, fast wind. So Hurricane Kieran sounds like something that should run fast. And Rush Around Rhea, well, she's obviously rushing around everywhere, isn't she? Look, This is how fast they run. They go zoom, zigga, 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 zigga. They're moving as fast as they can. Even the dog can't keep up in the garden. Oh my goodness me, this isn't a good idea. They ran to the bathroom in the mornings. Whee! Ah! What does Spot say? Spot says, don't run inside, do we? In case you fall over and bump into something, it can really hurt yourself. There's not enough room to run inside. Look, they're going to clean their teeth. That's good. Can anyone see a very special duck on that page? Have a look. Anyone see a duck? Yeah, yes, there it is. And they ran for their breakfast. Chomp, 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 chomp. Chomp, 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 chomp. Look, orange juice and I think it might be toast with jam. Wow, they ran from their friends in the park. Help! Catch me! And they ran just for the sake of it. Yo! Gosh, they're so fast, aren't they? I bet you like running. I bet you've got lots of energy. But it's not so many places to run now, is there? Because we can't be outside as much as we are normally. I bet they're finding it a bit difficult being indoors so much, aren't they? They ran upstairs. They could fall. Getting out of breath, I think. And they ran down the stairs. Whoops! Oh, look, she's run so fast. She's dropped a little toy. Shouldn't run on the stairs. They ran on the spot. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And they ran around and around and around. Woo! Hee-hee! They've gone to the park there. Look, and they're on the roundabout. When I was a little girl, I used to like going on roundabouts. But the older I got, it made me feel a bit sick. Oh, I didn't like it when I got a bit older. But when I was little, I loved the roundabout. The trouble was, they only stopped. Oh, they only stopped when it was time to go to bed. Phew, said their mums and dads. Oh, it's hard work being a mum and a dad sometimes, you know, when your children are running around. Look, isn't it peaceful? They're very still now. And even the dog's worn out, and dogs have always got energy. But guess what? When they woke up, all those words came back. Zoom! Ah! Chomp, 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 chomp. Help! Wee! Can't catch me! Zigga, zigga, zigga! Ho-ho! Yo, yo, yo! Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Uh-oh! Phew! Oops! Whee! Look, another busy day after having a big long sleep. Very tired. Uh-oh. We said this might happen, and it has. Look. Then one day, right at the beginning of the day, Hurricane Kieran fell over and cut his knee. Oh dear, and he cried and cried and cried. Oh, have you fallen over and hurt your knee? Oh, it is very sad, isn't it, when you hurt yourself, especially when you've been having so much fun. Poor Hurricane Kieran. Bless him, look, he's even torn a little hole in his jeans. Well, then when he stopped crying and he tried to run again, he couldn't because it hurt. And he sat down again. But Russia Ram Rhea didn't wait for him. She just carried on running off. Poor Hurricane Kieran. Well, he's had to change a bit. Look over here. So he watched and he watched, but he couldn't join in. And Russia Ram Rhea carried on without him. Oh, he doesn't look so happy now, does he? But at least he's got a plaster on. It didn't matter to her that he couldn't join in, at least not at first. Run Ram Rhea doesn't mind at first, but then Hurricane Kieran found something else to do. Something he had to sit quietly to do. Can you guess? Look at the picture. Look at the illustration. Can you guess what that might be? What do you think he might be sitting down to do? Can you see this? What do you use one of these for? Yeah, right. I wonder if he's going to do a painting. He might do, mightn't he? Do you think he might do a painting with water, or do you think he might do a painting with paint? I'm going to have to carry on reading. Something which meant no running around, something he had to think about. We've been doing a lot of thinking recently, haven't we? Even the dog settled down to think, what is this going to be? So, when Rush Around Ria rushed around, Kieran didn't notice. He was too busy painting pictures. We guessed right. He's got every colour that you can think of. Look at that. And he's on the floor and painting lots of beautiful pictures. Look, that looks fantastic. They're special hurricane pictures. I wonder if he still did them fast or whether he took his time and did them slowly. He didn't have to zoom to make a hurricane now. All he had to do was mix the paint and he could make a zoom on the paper. Oh, I think he does. Look, I think he's all zoom, zoom, splat, splat, splat. And look who's joining in. Can you see? Who do you think made those marks? And they didn't use a brush, did they? I think the dog walked in the paint and he's walked through the paint and made some marks on the picture too. Somebody else looks rather happy to be joining in. Shall we read these words and find out? First red, then blue, then orange and green and purple and yellow and brown and black. And Rush Around Ria kept rushing back to see what Kieran was up to. He's used all those colours. Look, they're all over the page. I can see red and, oh, what's that one called? Good, yellow. This one? Yes, orange. Oh, that one's a hard one to tell. Let's make it closer. It's purple. I like purple. And this one over here is called green. Blue. Oh, this one down here, might get that one mixed up with orange, but it's a slightly different colour. It's called brown. And my favourite colour is, can you remember? Black. Oh, fantastic. Do you think they're going to slow down now and make some zoom pictures and hurricane pictures? I think they might. So, with rushes and hurricanes, the paper got wetter, and after a few days, Hurricane Kieran got better. Better enough to run around with Ria if they wanted to. Look, I think what happened was they learned that sometimes it's good to run around and sometimes it's good to stay a bit still and do some fun things in a slightly different way. And if you look carefully, their friends in the background are doing the running now, aren't they? I love painting pictures. I think it's lots of fun. You can make anything look like anything and they're always right. You can never go wrong when you paint a picture. They're beautiful, aren't they? Let's see, any more words? No, there's no more words, just 2 more paintbrushes. Wow, that's very exciting. There's no more words in my book, which means it must be the end. What a great story that was today. Do you think maybe you could go and find some paintbrushes? Or, what's really good fun, if you don't have paintbrushes, you can use your fingers to paint with. You can dip your fingers in the paint and you can use them to paint over your paper. Make sure you paint on the paper you're allowed to, won't you? Or, if you want to do other kind of zoomy pictures, you could get chalk or pencils or pens, all sorts of things. But if you've got none of those things, you could just get a brush or you could get a sponge or anything just with some water and you can make marks with water. You could go outside into your garden or you could go even and you're in the bath. You could use water to draw pictures on the walls of your bath. That'd be very exciting. Have a think what you can do and see what pictures you could draw or paint or make up. Now, time to say goodbye. Are you ready for the goodbye song? Seems very strange. I've not had any dogs barking or anything today. Are you ready? You going to join in with me and sing? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye to all our friends. Singing I, yippee, yippee, I, yee-haw! Singing I, yippee, yippee, I, woo-hoo! Singing I, yippee, I, yippee, I, yippee, yippee, I, good!